Alright, hi everybody. I just want to do a quick overview here. I built my own components here to accomplish a single turbo conversion on a 6.4 Power Stroke. I'd just like to take a moment and go through, show you guys a couple steps that I went through so you can achieve this. Some people, don't have, $3,000 sitting around to buy fancy conversion kits and everything. They're great, don't get me wrong, very professional and everything else. It just wasn't in my budget to make that happen when I could do some of the things on myself. Alright, so here we go. Alright, first things first, for whatever reason PennDOT went crazy with the road salts, so I'm gonna have to take this thing down, get a bath. We're working with a 2010 6.4 Power Stroke. Before I even show you under here, nobody beat me up too bad. I just got finished doing this. It's fully operational. I still got some things to button up. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Not everything looks the prettiest right now, including that corrosion there on the battery terminal. I had to take care of that later. Okay, so we have a Borg Warner SXE 366, 91 area radius housing. Alright, so pretty much I was able to go online. Now, this is going to be kind of hard to see here, but your typical T4 flange, okay? Different manufacturers make them, just the flange itself, with nothing attached to it. I was able to pick that up for $13. Alright, 13 bucks, pick that up. Now underneath here, give me a sec to locate it. Okay, you can see that flange. I can't get my hand back there. Yep, there I can. This flange is welded to a piece of stock steel, which is welded to a base plate. Now that base plate actually fastens down to the factory turbo pedestal. Okay, now I had to do a little I had a buddy mill it down and where the drain tube is for the factory turbo on that pedestal. We had to mill that down. He actually helped me weld this flange, the T4 flange, to the stock down there. And he also made this flange right here for me. Now the welds aren't pretty, so I know I'll get a lot of shit about that. He made this flange down here that goes to the up pipes. Outside of that, I bought two 90-degree pieces of pipe from my local exhaust shop, cut them down, squared off the ends with the hammers, welded them in there, then ultimately welded them to that flange. Now you have your one complete unit. Now you probably don't have to go as far as we did here and make that base plate that's going to mount to the factory pedestal. You probably get away with just a flange of pipe and another flange there. Let me think here what else while I'm up here. Okay, down here, the factory oil feed, I just cut that off up here at the joint. The actual the rope, it was a rope like, I'm sorry, not rope, it was line like this, and just took a hacksaw right in here, cut that, so I was able to maintain the factory I guess you want to call it mounting line there. Put a steel braided line on there for oil feed. Let me get back down there to the drain. See if we can get this to focus. I'm sorry for the shitty camera angles here, but put a fitting on the bottom of the cartridge, silicone lined hose onto a fitting, and that's actually where you see that brass fitting is actually the factory pedestal there. We milled that down and threaded that in there. Alright, now, I'm not going to go through and, list all, oh, I'm sorry, one more thing here. intercooler piping, made my own, bought polished aluminum intercooler pipe online for another, I'd say 20, I think it was 23 bucks. Crimped the end so I don't have boots blowing off or pipes blowing off. Fuel cooler, maintain the factory hardware. I'd like to make a bracket, make this a little bit more sturdy, but I mean, that's factory hardware there. So everything mounted right back up to factory place. Like I said, I got some things that I want to rearrange, reroute, and button up here yet. What was I going on there about modifications? Yeah, modifications. The one thing I will say is I had 5-inch exhaust on here first with no muffler. Hold on, let me get out of the wind. Alright, I had 5-inch exhaust on there with no muffler. Very, very loud, and I personally didn't like the sound. I mean, I like loud shit. I don't know what guy doesn't, but it's a very good indicator that, you know, you got some cool things done to your truck. So I put a straight through muffler on there, quiet it down a little bit, and I actually like the tone a little bit better. Now I'm gonna start it up here, and I'll post a video sometime in the spring when it's a little bit warmer, and we'll actually take it out for a drive and see what it can do. Hopefully by then I'll have my wastegate on there. So let me get set up here. All right, I'm gonna start it up, and that's pretty much about it. Sorry about that, camera fell. Alright, last thing, obviously, you know, you're going to need custom tuning. I'm pretty happy with my custom tuning. Got it from Gearhead. Pretty good stuff. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll post a video when the truck's a little bit more cleaned up. We'll go out for a drive. I'll give it a few revs. And, alright, thank you.